What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What is going on? Look what I'm gonna do, y'all. You know I'm a little bit of a fool. I'm a little bit of a fool, y'all. Just a little bit of a fool. You see how I'm starting out this thing that we got going on, y'all? I'm gonna start it a little ASMR style. I'm not gonna show my eyes. I'm gonna try not to show my nose. And of course, you're not gonna see my other tooth because it's missing. But the time has come, guys. We are gonna be meeting our our one and only Cowgirl ASMR. But before I get started, I want to make sure I am shouting out folks in the house. We're starting off this way because y'all, it's my first ASMR interview. I'm so excited to have Cowgirl ASMR here in the house. And so I'm representing the ASMR community halfway. Halfway, y'all. I know you're probably laughing at me with my half face starting out like this. But we're going to start a little something like this, y'all. Because I haven't done an ASMR yet. And I love me some ASMRs, y'all, because they put me to sleep. And sometimes they make me feel a certain type of way, like hungry. So we're going to start off this stream, y'all. Oh, y'all saw my eyes. Never mind. We're going to start it off like this. I know y'all want some. Look at. I'm eating some shrimp chips. I know y'all hoes want some. You know I'm crazy, y'all. I had to start it off like this, you guys. I had to start it off like this for my ASMR family because I have not had an ASMR interview yet. This is my first one, so we're gonna start. Y'all like that smacking? I know y'all did. All right, y'all. I am here. I'm alive. The time has come. Let me do a little couple shout outs to breathe harder. I just thought breathe harder. AB, I'm about to choke. That's what I get. AB and Woo, Marco Seats, Lele Heart Seats, Maya in Thailand. What's going on? Coconut Queens, Una Poca Loca. We have 27 people in the house. Aroma Delight Beauty Care. What is going on? Miss Jackie Huff, Miss Angela Ortiz, Maya in Thailand, Virtuous Curly Lady. Hello, hello. Rick Rock Foodie. Kapatid, hello. Scott Stotts channel. What's going on? Miss Vicky's World. Queen Kesh is in the house. Mr. and Mrs. ASMR is in the house. Man, you guys have come through for our girl, Cowgirl ASMR. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Miss B. Marie, what's going on? What's happening? I'm just kind of skipping through here to make sure if I missed anybody, guys, please don't get mad at me because this chat is going fast. Miss Sugar, what's going on? Raising a single mom. What's going on, love? How are you? Good. All right. AB and Whoop, I see that tooth. I see that too. Hash the cannons. What's going on? All right. So I am getting through all of this. I didn't forget you. Click. Blur Sunset. What's going on? All right, guys. So let's do a little bit of a background about Cowgirl ASMR, guys. When I met Cowgirl ASMR, it had to been either in one of the growth streams, or I could have met her, guys. I'm here that ASMR just had me paralyzed, Rich said. Life is lit. So must have met her either in Pusa or one of the other growth streams, or I could have met her in Angela's. And the reason why I say that is because there's a certain way that Cowgirl ASMR comes across in the live stream, guys. She loves to engage with the live folks. Like she catches people's attention when she's communicating or chatting with all of us, especially if you're the host of a channel. She knows how to capture your attention. And so I noticed that about her is that Angela would always go back to her and like recognize her each and every time. I'm like, man, this girl getting some attention, right? At first, like she getting some attention. And then, guys, as she's chatting, you can see the way she responds to things. And I was like, I think I'm gonna like this girl. And then sure enough, she comes to the live, my show gets started. And of course, who's the one that's up there having a conversation is sometimes Sea Circle, sometimes it's Coconut, but Cowgirl ASMR would be the first one to ask a damn question, right? She's the first one to say, you guys have any questions? Next thing you know, there's 10 questions, all from Cowgirl ASMR, because it's the way that she engages with the host, you guys. And so I implore you guys to find a way to connect with your host that way. Cowgirl ASMR has found a way to be able to connect with their host in that type of level So I am so happy to be able to bring someone with that kind of spirit on board. Um, Onto the live today. The other thing I like want to say about her channel is, again, it's an ASMR channel, guys. I'm not an ASMR channel. I'm going to attempt to do some ASMR, guys. Not today, but I'm going to attempt it. But it's such, and what's unique about her channel, guys, is that not you know, all the channel ASMR generally is about the noises people make, right? So it's about food, sometimes about your nails, or sometimes about soap or whatever. But what's unique about her and what makes her stand out are two things. You'll see the first one in a second, but let me go to the second part, the another layer that she has. One thing that I caught when watching her videos is that, you guys, she doesn't just communicate like with what she's the sounds that come out of her mouth. She's communicating with us in the stream itself. So captions are up and she's having conversations with us while she's doing this, right? On top of that, it's those little gifs and those little memes that she has on her bottom left corner of the video that really interact with. It's a whole package when it comes to an ASMR. So tell me, guys, how many ASMR channels do that? Right? There isn't any. So I just wanted to share with you guys out there that how much of a difference she's making in the ASMR community, because she's standing out. And we're going to talk a lot about that today. But are you guys ready to see Cowgirl ASMR before I talk your guys' ears off? If you are, you guys, press that one. We are going to be seeing her very, very shortly. And we got a surprise for you. So make sure, if you guys are ready to see her, press that one. And let's get her on board. You guys are ready to see her. All right, we see some ones going on. BYC is saying hi. Bird Growth, Queen T, hello. Angela Ortiz, hello. So if I'm missing all of you guys, I appreciate you guys being here. The chat was moving so fast. So you guys are ready? You guys are ready? Let's get our girl on here. There you go. Cowgirl ASMR is in the house, guys. Hello. There you go.
Dan too.
Dan, what?
You got me feeling, some type of way.
Well, you have to feel some type of way, girl. You special. So look at you guys. Look, she came through, guys. She was just in the live earlier, and part of her live is having that little background in the back. Now she took all that stuff and put it on her. And look how she came through, you guys. She came in just as creative as, look at caliente.
Oh, I know what that means.
Hot. You know what that means, huh? I love it. Everyone's saying, I love it. Yes. We too much. So cute.
Thank you.
One thing, you guys, what Cowgirl is all about, guys, is standing out. And the reason why I mentioned that earlier was she's just not a regular ASMR channel, guys. She is standing out within the industry in ASMR. She's making a mark within the ASMR community. And not only is she doing it from her videos, but she's doing it from a character perspective. And so, look, she came in character, you guys. She came in her getup. How many of you guys would come in your getup on my live? None of you guys probably will. I'm calling y'all out. If you guys have a getup, come on over here and bring your giddy up with you, because she came up in here and came in as a cowgirl. Hey, cowgirl. Howdy, cowgirl. Everyone is saying hello.
Howdy.
I'm gonna have to repost my question. You probably do have to repost your question, boo. Tasha 101, hey there, showing support to Cowgirl ASMR. Loving your makeup today. Look at you. Got her makeup. Red lipstick is just popping, huh, y'all?
All right.
What happened?
I gotta.
You have to. You got to represent.
The only thing I got on this body is thick lips, okay? I gotta show it off.
So the other thing I wanted to say, guys, is not only does she have that wit and that personality in the chat, she has it in her live stream. So she went live for the first time last week, and I had the pleasure of being in her live streams, guys. And the wit that she shows is really reflective of the wit she has in her chat. Like, it doesn't change. And it's even more so in the live. It's more animated, especially when she does, that pressed lip thing. Like, when she does all that, that cracks me up, you guys. It cracks me up. What happened?
It's in my jeans. I don't know where I got that from.
Look, she looks so cool. A real cowgirl for sure. And my sis is so funny, y'all. Yes, she is. Hi there too, Silver Fox. What's going on? All that sass. That's the word I was looking for, guys. All that sass. She definitely has a sass. Just showed you some love, Tasha 101. So people are chatting up in here. So we have a jam-packed um, list of things to talk about today, guys, because in our pre-show yesterday, which again, in every pre-show that I do, I could have just hit the live button and we could have just went live. What's going on? Chilling Grilling with Rob D. What's going on, Pretty as a Peach? How are you? How are you? And I could have just pressed play and we could have just, I mean, broadcast and we could have went live yesterday. But there are some great topics we're going to be talking about today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. If you guys have any questions, you guys make sure you hit me up and let me know that I will try to catch those questions. But I think what we were was extremely important, and I'm going to move this right in and connect it, is branding, you guys. Cowgirl ASMR is coming in here with a brand, and we often talk about how YouTube channels, in order to stand out, you must have some type of brand about who you are. She came in, y'all, with a brand. She's showing you who her brand is all about. So tell us a little bit more about where that came from, Cowgirl ASMR. How did that kind of come to evolution about the brand that you are?
Okay, so I'm really big into ASMR foods and eating. And so before I started this channel, I was originally Ketolicious ASMR. So I had revamped my channel into Cowgirls ASMR. So when I was Ketolicious ASMR, I came to a point that I realized that every ASMR channel is the same. Same lower half face, same background, same types of food. Everything was the same. There's nothing different. If I kept going on the way I was going, there was no way I was going to stand out. And there was one particular channel, ASMR channel that I watched that I noticed. Her name is Kiri ASMR, and she's Hawaiian. And she kind of played on with that, being Hawaiian. She wears a wig that's purple, and her background's very floral, and just the way she is very Hawaiian. And so I was like, hey, I'm from Texas. Texas is a very prominent state. And so I decided to revamp my channel completely, change my name to Cowgirl ASMR, and got everything Texas. I went to the thrift store. I got this outfit, this hat was like $1. I got this at the dollar store. So that's how it all started for me with the branding.
One thing I really, really enjoyed about what you just said is that you took a stop and you said, "I'm going to move forward with this, but I'm going to move forward with it on from a different level, on a different perspective." And you took something that was where you're home. You know, you're in Texas, so obviously, you think Cowboys, and you didn't spend $300, $3,000 to revamp your brand. You came in and went to a dollar store or to a thrift store and spent $5 and rebranded yourself.
Yeah.
So I want to commend you for that, because there are a lot of people that think when they're trying to develop their channel, they're trying to grow, or they're trying to revamp who they are. They think it costs money to do that.
Yes.
Really, it's just an idea that you are thinking about, and you develop that idea and you complement that idea. You will find the resources to do what you need to do. And if you can get all that stuff in the thrift store, even better that you're able to do it with that kind of money.
Girl, the thrift store is my mall. I would go there. And it's funny because my husband, he was like, you ain't going to find anything of that at the thrift store. I was like, bet. You want to bet? Came home. I put on the
Yeah.
outfit and I stood in front of him and he was like, well, I stand corrected. I was like, damn right.
You always got to prove your man wrong. You the type that
I am.
you always
And
gonna
I'm
always
going to admit it too.
and you're gonna admit it. You're gonna be the one that's gonna prove your man wrong. Una Poco Loca says, "Cowgirl, yes." Coconut
Hey.
says, "You teach me all over the place." Of course she's a brand. She's a cowgirl. I'm sure she brands all her pigs. The C Circle is here. Hey, C Circle, what's going on? So people are showing each other love. What is happening? How are you, everybody? Let's see if there's any comments. Thrifty is nifty. Yes, I love that. Miss Claudia C is in the house. What is going on, Claudia C? We just saw you about an hour ago. Thanks so much for coming on by. I appreciate that. Mary Lou Reed is here. Kana's World. Hey, Kana. How are you? Great to see you. Thanks so much for coming by onto the live. Very creative. Chilling Grill with Robbie says, Tejas.
Yes.
Tejas. Leprechaun TV is in the house as well. What is going on? So everyone is saying hi to everybody. I'm just trying to see if there's any lechon for days. Uh-oh.
What?
You can lechon, the pork, roast pork,
Oh,
um, Filipino roast pork. Well, the way we say it, and you can find everything at the thrift store. You certainly can, guys.
see,
So I'm
I
telling you,
hit it hard with y'all. The thrift
I'm
store
telling
is the place to go,
I'm
people.
telling you guys. Look how creative she is just from the thrift store. Good evening from my three and me, and everybody in the live. Hello, Miss My Three and Me. Welcome, welcome, my sweetheart. I haven't got to watch your last vlog from yesterday yet, so I'm on it. We love Cowgirl ASMR. Look at that. That is so amazing. Scratching Lotto is in the house. You are so welcome, Claudia. We were so excited to. I'm excited that I hit the bell yesterday and was able to come in today. So people are still saying hello, Johnton Eats. What is going on, my brother? The the donut and mustard challenge. You did it, Chub Lita. How are you? Welcome. So everyone is saying hello. Now, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask questions now because Coconut's like, let me know. Let
That's
me know when I can ask questions.
when we were in the pre-screen last night when I was with Tooth. I was like, if they don't ask questions, I'm end up asking myself questions like every other live that I end up going in for you.
You know, Cowgirl ASMR is the one that's going to have questions, you guys. So now it's your turn. Now it's y'all turn to bombard her with questions from what you're curious about her. There's a lot of things, guys, that she has we have in store in getting to know a lot more about Cowgirl ASMR. So here's the question: what inspired you to start YouTube?
Actually, that's actually one topic that we were going to talk about, right?
And we can start there if you want.
Sure. Okay, so I actually had another channel before this channel. Um, it was a cooking channel. It was a keto cooking channel. As some of you guys might know, I live the keto lifestyle, but I have one cheat day to film 4 videos at a time. That's another story. But so that
Wow.
first channel, that first cooking channel, it went pretty well. But then I realized that I started a little bit late in the keto train. So by the time that I started my channel, there were already a ton of channels out there. Keto everything, keto cooking channel, keto whatever. And so at that point, I started thinking about other things. I was still doing my cooking channel, but then I started getting really interested in ASMR. And after seeing people do these videos, it's like, I can do this. I had the mic already, and so I decided to give it a try. And then I thought that I would be able to do both at the same time, but I learned from my mentor that it's best to put all your efforts into one channel because your viewers are going to take notice that you are splitting your efforts. They're going to see that. And so I took that advice and I went ahead and I shifted to this channel because this channel was doing so much better. And so that's when I decided to go ahead and do this channel.
One thing that you mentioned was just the juggling of two channels and like splitting your creativity between both. And the other thing that was really interesting, we'll have this conversation a little bit later, guys, about mentor. And she mentioned, she consulted with her mentor about something. So that's another topic that I want to talk about later in the broadcast is how do we develop mentorships with people that are already established in the game, and do it from a respectful position. So I know some of you guys do have mentors out there, and some of us don't. So how do we go about grabbing those mentors and asking a lot of questions? Now the benefit is that Cowgirl ASMR asks a lot of questions. So so she's going to grab a mentor or a couple mentors really, really quickly. There's some more questions here. What do the about ASMR? Okay, Lele, you're gonna have to rephrase that because even me trying to turn that around, I couldn't get it. Rich Benares says, "What mic are you using for ASMRs?"
So I use what you see Tooth is using, except the silver color. So I'm using the blue Yeti mic. This is the most budget friendly for ASMR, basically. So when you're first starting out ASMR, this is the one mic that people recommend you to purchase.
It's the Blue Yeti.
Yes.
Got it. Oh no, don't have a Blue Yeti? But you have the silver one, same
Yeah.
exact one, silver one.
Yeah.
Yep. Um, Aroma Delight Beauty Care Product says, I'm learning something from Cowgirl. This is her second live stream and she's killing it. So awesome for sure. Look at how confident you guys. Look how she's
Thank
standing. She's just so confident. Uh,
you.
she's just chilling. She's relaxed. There you go. Lele did change that. What do you like about doing ASMR?
What do I like? That's a really good question. I don't know. I'm a foodie. You know, I'm a foodie.
Someone is speechless.
Food. One question I cannot answer. It's the food. I like the food. I'm a foodie at heart, and I actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to go into culinary art school, so I cook a lot at home, and I don't see any recipe as impossible.
Yep. Oh, I love that. And life is the same way, right?
Right.
Nothing is impossible in life either.
Mhm.
Cowgirl, I watched you eat some serious sweet stuff. I almost fell into a diabetic coma. Does eating that affect you at all?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I only have one cheat day, and that I eat 4 times in that day, it's very hard for me to do just because I usually don't eat. So after my cheat day, I fast for 2 to 3 days.
Wow.
Then after those 2 to 3 days, um, I only eat one meal a day, and then
And it's all keto.
and it's keto, and then I reset. So
Got it.
in an entire week, I maybe eat up to 5 meals.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's when you jump from not eating to eating 4 different meals, large meals in one day, it is very hard. And then there is something called the keto flu.
Yeah.
Whenever you get knocked out of keto, you're gonna feel it. It's like you're sick.
Right.
So yeah,
It's almost like I've done the low carb diet years ago. And when you get back into the carb world, you get into this what's called the carb coma.
Yes.
And you just kind of fall out for a whole day because you're feeling like shit the whole day pretty much.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Sugar is the most addictive drug in America.
It really is.
So, and I'm really against sugar intake, but
Right.
you know, but I'm all for ASMR. So there's a balance.
And you balance it by doing what you do, throughout the week. So at least you're not ignoring that you still have to do the flushing out, 2 or 3 days,
Yes.
and then going back to something keto and then doing it again.
Yeah.
But there are some risks in doing that. But you'll know when it's time, when it's not, not good for you, I think. Miss Angela Ortiz has a question. Cowgirl, how does your husband feel about your channel and the time you spend on YT?
Okay, so at first my husband thought it was weird. I mean, he does not. He absolutely cannot stand ASMR, especially the eating sounds. Like he cannot. He told me that if he hears it, he starts grinding his teeth. Physically gets very mad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we realized that really fast. So every time he's around, I have to make sure that my speakers are muted or really low.
Yeah.
But he's very supportive. He is very supportive. The other day, actually, and I mentioned this in one of my lives, he was in his office playing his games on his computer, and on his second monitor, he actually had my playlist running on mute while he was playing games.
Oh.
So I thought that was really sweet of him to do that because he knows I talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
Do you ever shut up about YouTube? I'm like, no, honey, you're going to have to get used to it. and so he's like, he knows everything, all the analytics. I always talk to him about it. And the watch hours, and so he makes
Right.
sure that he every 2 days he resets and plays the lists again. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, so he's very supportive. He does realize that this is like a job for me, and so as long as I make sure that whenever he's home, I try to like not be so obsessed with YouTube. But I'm
Right.
sure all y'all know how that feels with
Oh
your
yeah. Living the living the YouTube life, you got to balance. Try to balance as much as you can
yeah.
with all the stuff that we have going on. And I'm glad that you mentioned that because there are some hubbies that are not, or wives that are not supportive of it. But I'm so happy to know that yours is very supportive. It sounds like, and you guys have drawn some limitations, but at the same time not allowing you to falter. In fact, he's rising you up,
Yes.
but in his own way.
Yeah. I'm blessed.
Hashtag the cannons asks, what's some do's and don'ts you've learned over time doing YouTube?
Do's and don'ts. Don't get obsessed with numbers, but I can't help it. You know,
Right.
I can't. I feel like the need to look at the numbers constantly. And I know it's really bad because it's a really bad habit. You should really just wait and look at it like weekly. But
Yeah.
I'm just so obsessed and I can't get over that. I can't. Other don'ts. I try not to let negative comments get to me, um, which I have gotten. And I try to also look past the channels that I know. Just so there are other channels that are creators that are
Right.
do the same thing that I do,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that they are not watching my videos. I know
Yeah.
for a fact because they're always the first one. They always say the same thing. You guys know with spam comments.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
go in and it's within the first 3 seconds. There's a comment.
Right.
And it's on every video. And that seriously makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. But I try not to get it to the point that I'm going to confront them because I have done that once.
I know
And
you mentioned that in your live.
I have confronted a channel for doing that once. I was like, you know what? I don't even want you coming to my channel and commenting. Okay, just leave. I don't need it.
Right.
And so after I did that, I kind of thought I was like, maybe I should have just left it. I just can't help myself sometimes.
But you still have to be authentic to yourself, right? I mean, you have to go in and protect, your brand,
Mhm.
and protect, the people around you. But at the same time, you have to also think about the broader
Yes.
implications when it comes to working within our community. Is how do you walk away from something that may be potentially negative? And what I say about that is we have responsibility to react or not act towards something. So my thing has always been, I think, and in this channel is react when it's positive, when it's negative, walk away. Because for me, there's nothing that's going to make it a positive outcome if I react negatively. So that's my take. But at the same time, I totally get it. If you're in a position where you know for sure that this person is negatively saying something or negatively impacting your watch time or just whatever it is, you have every right to say what you want to say or how you feel about something. So absolutely. Tammy's life plus 3. Hey, sweetheart. Oh my God. I am so behind you guys. And look at this. Coca.
Actually, for this first part of that question,
Yeah.
they asked the dues. So what I will suggest to everyone, every creator, is to learn and really learn everything about YouTube.
Yeah.
Not just the analytics, but the creator side of how to connect with people. Um, always go. I mean, I always go to Pusa Studios. I always make time to go to Pusa Studios because I learn something every day. Every day, and networking is so vital.
Right.
So vital. So that's my major thing about dues. You want to make sure you're learning about everything.
We might be skipping some questions. Coconut, I'm going to come back to this question and remind me later because that could be a long one. Favorite food is Scratching Lotto's question.
Favorite food. Oh man. Asian food.
Is there a specific one?
That's so hard. Um, Something called bumbawe.
What is that?
It's a Vietnamese, like a beef stew, with
Mm.
noodles. It has coagulated pig blood in it. I know that sounds disgusting, but that's.
Oh, so it's kind of like the dinuguan one that Una Poco Loca is gonna eat.
I remember her mentioning that. I was like, ooh, that sounds good to me. I was like, nuh-uh.
She's
Oh my
like,
god.
no.
I was like, hand it over.
you you would eat it too. Is
Yeah.
there any creative collabs in the works? Cowgirl, I know Tooth got it going on. Okay, so Cowgirl, do you have any creative collabs in the works? I think you mentioned something like this earlier in your life.
Uh,
Because you know I rewatched your live, girl. And this afternoon I went back to go listen. Yes. You mentioned something about taking a break on collabs.
oh, okay. So, at some point I was doing collabs like back to back. So I upload Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I was uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday collabs all the time. I was like, I need to stop doing that. I feel like maybe I should slow down with the collabs and do it once a week because I'm not putting out my own stuff. I'm putting out collabs that are usually I let the other person decide what we're going to eat. So that's why I feel that way. So and I'm
Yeah.
starting to think that my viewers are going to start seeing that too.
Right.
So I want to start kind of slowing down with all the collabs I'm doing and kind of take it back to one collab a week.
Yeah. And the other thing you could mix in here is your keto. So you can actually throw your keto in there and say, hey, have you ever done a keto collab? Have you ever done keto before? Like, no. So it'll be a great time for them to explore the keto side of you
Yeah,
when you do a collab.
that's a good idea. Thank you.
I'm a do one with you then.
Okay,
That's gonna be me because I am keto blind. I don't know nothing about nobody's keto. So I vote for myself to be part of that.
there you go. I think
You let me know when.
okay.
Do you have any collaborations? It looks like which foodie would be a dream collab? That's a good question. Which foodie would be a dream collab for you?
This channel called Lychee ASMR. Um, or sometimes people pronounce lychee ASMR. Uh,
Yes.
so that's the one channel that I absolutely love. If you guys don't know her, you guys should check it out.
And it's lychee
Yeah.
ASMR.
So it's LYCHEE ASMR.
Okay. You guys got that?
My
Story time. What is the best moment you've had on YouTube?
the
Oh,
best moment.
don't be crying, girl. You gonna have me cry. You know me, I'm a crybaby.
No,
Don't be having me cry.
about that life. I ain't
You
gonna
know,
cry. I
you
promise.
ain't gonna cry. Mm-hmm.
No. We'll see. I guess. I guess I shouldn't say that. No. The best moment actually happened like last week, when I was in Pusa Studios live, and I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they have this game called this wheel of what I don't know, spin wheel of something where like
Yeah.
you get a chance to get reviewed by them,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like 10,000 subscribers. So I look at them as my role models.
Yep.
And so I know I keep mentioning them, but they're very important to me in my learning. And so I won on the wheel. And so they pulled up my channel, and I was just I just couldn't believe it that I had got this chance, and they were telling me everything I need to do to be successful in YouTube. They're telling me that I need to do this to my playlist, that I need to create my own playlist, that I need to do little touches on my profile picture and even my channel art. Everything plays a part into YouTube and pleasing
Right.
your viewer. Whenever your
Right.
viewer comes to your channel, there's like a little window chance that they're gonna stay.
And they're gonna click.
You want to hook them, right? You
Yep.
wanna make sure that your home channel is professional.
Right.
So, was there
So same.
else?
Sorry. Say the question also looks like the Stephanie's asking the same question. What has been the biggest highlight of for YouTube so far? Do you think that would be your biggest highlight?
That was it. And then afterwards, I guess I made a really big impact to them. or impression. And after that, they just kept calling out my name.
Referencing you.
Yeah, referencing me. The other day, another channel had asked them a question about how do I do my thumbnails? Should I put my plants in the forefront or should I put my face in the forefront? Because analytics taking a part of your face. Usually, if your face
Right.
is in the thumbnail, you're going to have a better chance of somebody clicking on it because
Right.
there's a connection. Um,
Right.
the face is what draws people, and so
Right.
they were like, "You need to have both." And then they said, "Go to Cowgirl ASMR's channel, look at her thumbnails. You need to make sure that you do it like hers." And I was
Isn't
like,
that amazing?
"Oh my! Did they just say that?" And so afterwards, they just every time I go into their live and they see me, they're like, "Cowgirl ASMR is here. I love her," and it's just
That
that.
is just the feeling that you get
Yeah,
of appreciation that the hard work that you do is paying off and people are
right.
seeing that, and that you're a perfect example of what they're trying to show, of the work, the hard work that you put in. You're going to get some stuff out of it. So I mean, people are seeing that. If Pusa Studios is referencing you, that's a huge
Yeah,
huge deal.
yeah.
Congratulations on that. I remember when you said that in Angela's live, and I think I was driving. I almost got into an accident. I was like, "Oh my god, that is so awesome!"
Don't even joke like that. Stop.
I was driving. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Queen Cash says, "What's the deal with ASMR just showing the bottom half of your face? Is it to get your audience to be super focused on your mouth and noise?" Always been curious. That's a good question.
Yes, in part you are right. They also want to like keep people from being distracted from the eyes because whenever you're talking to someone, you want to look at their eyes, right? Face to
Right.
face. Well, if the eyes are going to be on a shot, they're going to be looking at your eyes instead of your mouth, right? And so if you do the lower half, people are going to pay attention to your mouth instead of your eyes.
Well, then I can't do it, y'all, because they're gonna be looking at my no tooth already. They're looking at my no tooth, whether or not my eyes are showing or not. So I can't do it. Uh,
Just
these
just come and then stick it in that spot.
I'm gonna put a little something right here.
Yeah.
Tasty Mafia, what's up, my sister? How are you doing? I am so behind you guys. I'm gonna have to skip through. There must be questions. You are hilarious, love. I'm not. I try to be funny, y'all. I really try to be funny. We both will be crying. Oh gosh, MRTV says she gonna cry too. Hi, Angelina Spicy. Angelina Spicy's in the house. Wait a minute, girl.
Other
Where's
moment.
Hey, Miss Angelina Spicy. That is my girl, y'all. Let me tell you, my most highlighted moment, y'all, was when Angelina Spicy walked into my live when I first started this channel. And so when you have a highlighted moment, Miss Angelina Spicy
Yeah.
is my highlighted moment, you guys. You guys just don't understand how much she inspired me. And in regards to giving back to our own community. So Miss Angelina Spicy, this dance is for you, girl.
That reminds me, the first time I heard about you was in her live.
Really?
First time I heard your name ever was in her live.
Was it when I came in?
It was dear. I think it was it her birthday live? I think it was her birthday or maybe Pac's birthday.
It was Pac's birthday.
It might have been Pac's birthday.
Like
She was
I came
mentioning
in.
you and mentioning how cute you were and that she loved you. And I was like, that was the first time I heard your name.
Oh my gosh. See how that's what I'm
Is
talking
that
about, you guys.
crazy?
That's
What?
yeah, you're gonna make me cry. See, don't even start. Y'all this is not about me, y'all. This is about your channel. Matt and Eric, what's going on, my brothers? How are you, fellas? Look, we are having such a good time. People are having a good time, you guys. So I am so sorry if I missed you guys. I had to come all the way down. Sister Fifi Tyson is in the house. MRTV is in the house. LNJ7 is in the house. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else? V Marie, my sweetie, how are you? Southern Belle Vlogger, what's going on, Yvette? How are you doing, sweetheart? For Food's Sake is here as well. So oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many people. Una poca loca. I got your choices, girl, already. So watch out for that. Anyway, I want to get to something that I thought was important in our conversation yesterday, guys. It's important to build relationships, right? It's so important to build relationships on YouTube. And one thing that really really impacted my conversation with Cowgirl last night is when she said, well, my mentor, okay, I was like, wait a minute, your mentor? Oh, boo, you like that? You got a mentor up on YouTube? I was like, oh, you like that? You got that kind of clout, y'all. She got her own mentor. But as she was having this conversation with me, I realized that in the beginning she started to act, y'all. She could ask questions, so she, went into someone's. I forgot how you told me how you. I think you did you Instagram him or did you message him?
On my very first ever upload of ASMR,
Yep.
people will find smaller growing channels to network. And so this guy, his name is Dave Eats World, his mukbang channel. And he originally had an ASMR channel, and so he hit up my comment section on my video, and he was like, "Hey, great first video." I don't know how the conversation went, but we eventually started conversating on Instagram, and so he became my mentor. He offered help, and I reciprocated with a ton of questions. At some point, he even sent me through Google Docs books on how to improve your lighting. And you know how lighting is very important for
Yeah.
shot. And so he was very important to me in my beginning stages of YouTube.
I mean, that's so important that you had the comfortability to be able to talk to someone who was on a different caliber at that time. But you were able to learn. You're wanting to learn, and that's what I had. That's what I learned from it, guys. Is that we cannot be too proud to learn something new. We cannot be too proud to develop ourselves as creators in this YouTube game. That's what it's all about. We create, we evolve, we change, but we get better, and we connect with our audience. So with when her saying that, I thought to myself, how cool would it be that we start a show? It's called Hollow Hollow. Well, I was going to start it anyway, but as I was thinking about it, we mix people that are already monetized, that have some clout within YouTube, and someone who's starting out new, and we'll have 3 or 4 people having a conversation about what changes can I make, or how can I develop, how can I become you in the YouTube game. And so you'll have 2 mentors, you'll have 2 mentees, and they're having a conversation and helping each other out in the chat, people that are coming in, learning or asking questions, and learning from one another. So it'll be like kind of a panel interview where there'll be 2 mentors, 2 people that they'd want to focus or mentee with, and then of course our chat that'll be in the group. And you develop it if it's something that you want to move forward with off the show itself. Go for it, and if not, then you move forward. But I think if I can find an avenue that we can put mentors and mentees together, people that have been successful in YouTube, it'll be a great thing to do. Yeah, just it'll be a small collaboration and a gift back for our mentors to be able to give back to those that are growing channels.
That's a fantastic idea. You
And
should.
guess what?
You should.
You're going to be a mentor. Why would you not be a mentor, girl? Look at you. You was a brand. You are a brand. What are you talking about? You would totally be a mentor. You don't have to be monetized. Look at who you are as far as just your totality of your brand. If someone is looking for expertise on how to brand themselves, who would they go to? Who would I call? I'd say, y'all call Cowgirl ASMR. You ready to have her come on the show and talk about branding? Of course we'd have you come.
You are too kind.
No, I'm serious. Because your shit's gonna take off. So I have to. I want to promote that. It's so true. Kata, thank you so much. It's so awesome that you're doing this missing tooth. It's not so much me, guys. It's the people that are here. It's the people that sit next to me that I learn from, and I'm glad that you guys are learning from as well. I learned something. I need to buy a camera. I did a mukbang on my phone. It didn't read to my card. Do you use a camera or do you use a phone there, Cowgirl?
I use a camera.
What kind of camera do you use?
It is a Canon Vixia R800, I believe.
And are they a DSLR camera?
It's more of a camcorder.
Oh,
It has,
okay.
yeah. So I decided to get a camera that wasn't expensive. It wasn't like a grand, because
Yeah.
I was starting out and I wanted to see how this would go off. And so we found a camera that had decent specs, and that was the camera, and it had the most important thing for I feel like for all YouTube creators is the mirror. you want to be able to see yourself.
Right.
So that was the one thing that I made sure I had on my camera.
So is it the kind of screen that flips over so you can see when you're
Yeah,
recording?
so it's a camcorder, a type where you hold it like this, kind of, and it
Yep.
flips out like this, and so I can flip it like that and see myself.
There you go. And it's in real time flip or is it mirrored flip?
You have the option to change that if you want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I know there's some cameras. You guys, I really want the Canon M50. I've been wanting that camera for a whole year. I don't know if I'm even gonna go there. I really don't. I have to really now look at my other options. Naisha May, what's going on, sweetheart? How are you? AB and Wu and Una Poca Loca and Angela Ortiz are causing havoc in this live stream, y'all.
Hey,
Yeah, they're they just cutting up like they always do, but
yeah, I see it.
I love it. Let them cut up because we too busy trying to grind over here. Rebix, how are you, Rebix? My sweet sister from AMB Variety TV. Thank you for coming by. Let me see. You are definitely a whole mood. MOOOOD cowgirl. A whole mood. Crystal Marie and DJ Eats, what is going on? Hello, hello. Mr. Sean Williams. Hello, my brother. How are you, Sean? What's going on? Oh my gosh, you guys, this chat is going by so fast. She has great thumbnails. Now, Rich is very techie, guys. Rich does Tech Tuesdays. And so he does a lot of YouTube tips and things like that. And one thing he talked about a couple weeks back was about your thumbnails. And guys, the most basic thing you don't do is put some information where the timestamp is located, right? So what did Angelo do? Put a title, portion of my title, right where the time is. Duh. And so all of my thumbnails, I had to change at least a week's worth of thumbnails. Like, Angelo, why were you not thinking about that? Duh. You're not going to be able to tell, your audience what your topic is about, especially if half of your title is sitting under the time frame. I mean, under the timestamp. So those little things, guys, that he really, really helped out with. So that's really exciting.
I will tell you now, thumbnails are probably the most important thing about your videos.
Yeah, it is, because that's the first thing people see.
Yes, you want to hook somebody in. You want to click on that video. And I will spend up to an hour or more on my one thumbnail.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, because I have to use Photoshop and a 3D photo editor and all sorts of stuff. So.
Oh my God, I'd probably go blind trying to do that. Matt and Eric says we try to help and promote lots of people. Thank you, buddy, Matt and Eric. I'm so glad you do that. I went to his live stream, you guys, and he was talking about each other's channels, and he'd show, he'd turn the camera and say, look at this channel. He wouldn't play a video, but he'd show like the cover page and things like that. So I appreciate channels that promote other people that are within their live stream. I think it's a good way to be able to connect each other within the community. Oh my gosh, look at all these people, you guys. My heart is so full right now. Canon M50. Hey, the hangry mole. Canon M50 is a nice camera. My sister loves hers. Oh my gosh, you guys don't even try. You guys are gonna make me get it.
I'll make him get it. Then he's gonna
be. I want to do this one day. Angelina, you gonna come on my show?
Oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Angelina, if you come on my show, I'd probably faint if you were in my show. And
too.
She is going to be that mentor-mentee one, guys. She will be part of that mentor-mentee, and I will grab her up. She's going to be my mentor. Y'all don't try to steal her. Just kidding. But that'll be amazing. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I can reach out to other creators that have larger channels and see if they'll be willing to do that. And you never know. There's a number of people, guys, that are willing to do that. And we have to try to just be open to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, because a closed mouth don't get fed, right, guys? We are still listening. The Missing Tooth Mukbang and Cowgirl. We love you both. Are you sure y'all listening? Because y'all doing some infighting up in my chat. Are we gonna have to time out these people? Because look, we're the ones that me and Cowgirl probably the most engaged. No, let me not say that. There's about 25 people that are engaged in your chat all the time, Miss Angela Ortiz, and about 15 in Una Poca Locas, and we're one of those two. But you're gonna sit here and have a fight. AB and Wu, Una Poca Loca, and Angela Ortiz want to have an infighting fight up on my live. Oh, okay. We gonna do that today. All right, watch. You ready, cowgirl? Tomorrow morning.
Catch you on the streets. Just saying.
You we go catch you. We go catch you in these streets. We will catch you in this. Sorry, y'all. We gonna stop. I can't take those two. Okay, first of all, you have AB and Wu. No. Angela is the one that's the bus driver apparently now, right? She's throwing people under the bus because she has high blood pressure. She has a stiff neck. She has what else did she say she has?
Stop. You might bring something up she don't have, and she'd be like, "What?"
And Claudia CC Angelina is one of the main ones to get me and my channel to where I am now. You see what I'm saying, guys? So people are doing this behind the scenes. They don't, it's not about okay, this is the person I developed. You guys, they're doing it behind the scenes. No one, she's doing it from the kindness of her heart. So Claudia is certainly one of those. The appreciation that she has, I think, is so important, and that's the kind of feel I want to get when I start to do that other show. Is that feel of appreciation between the two of a mentor and a mentee to be able to help one another. What is one food you would not ASMR? That's a good question.
I will not eat live octopus.
Really?
I will not do that.
Have you have you had it before?
No, only the cooked.
Only the cooked. Okay. Look, and see, she's starting trouble. AB and Woo's like, go get him too. And Mary T. See, Mary T's in the mix too. Angela, you the bus driver. You threw me under the bus. I'm on hush. I don't want Mary to get me, so I am quiet. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. Yes, Angelina would make a great mentor, wouldn't she, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited, you guys, just to hear her name. It makes my heart full. I don't know what it is. I just kind of get.
I love them. I love her and her family.
Yeah, you just feel like this. I don't know. You just feel this love.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get me to start crying, and I'm not doing that. Okay. I wanted to talk about something. One thing that we talked about that was really, really cool last night, you guys, and we're coming to an hour, but I want to make sure that I have this conversation because as I was wrapping up our conversation yesterday, I said, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points that we're going to touch for our show. And I said, are you cool with that? And she goes, well, I do have one more if you think we have enough time. And I said, sure, throw it. Tell me. So she mentioned this topic and I was like, you sure you want to go there? She was like, yes, I want to be an open book. I said, okay, let's go there. So I want to just preface it by saying that you guys, we are creators that are still human beings, right? We're still creators that have a human experience. We're still creators that still have lives outside of this frame, right? And oftentimes we don't know what the person goes through or is going through or has gone through in our lives to become who we are, right? So we have to really think about what we see in the present time of that person, but really what brought them there. Why did they become who they are? So, I'm getting emotional already. And the reason why I get emotional about this is because everything that happens in our lives, guys, is all about the development of who we are today. So it's a progressive way of understanding who we are as a person, who we are as a soul. So all the experiences that we have that have come around us up until this point presents who we are today. So one of the biggest things that that I'm going to allow Cowgirl to talk about today is something that we discussed with My Three and Me a couple shows ago, and it was extremely impactful in that show. So I thought when Cowgirl mentioned it yesterday, I said, let's do it. Let's have this conversation. So I'm going to have Cowgirl have the stage and have the conversation. And I want you guys to interact if you have any questions about it. But I think a lot of you guys have been extremely supportive on this topic in the past. And so I want to make sure you guys are supporting what is going to be said in the next few minutes. I'll give it to you, Ms. Cowgirl.
Okay. So before, I'm actually a full-time YouTube creator. I'm also a stay-at-home mom. Before I was a stay-at-home mom, I was a stay-at-home wife. Before I was a stay-at-home wife, I was in dental hygiene school. So I was in this program for a year and a half, I think, just about there. Maybe actually just under a year. So it's a 2-year program, and I'm doing great. I've got all A's. Um, the one thing that kept me from finishing was my mentors, which is funny because now I look up to certain mentors in my YouTube career. Um, I experienced some really awful bullying. Um, it's another thing to be bullied by your peers, but to be bullied by your mentors and your professors, how do you deal with that? Who do you talk to, right? And so I don't want to go into all the details, but long story short, I got very depressed. I would come home every day, and I would cry to my husband, and it got to the point where my husband started noticing that I wasn't there anymore. Um, and so I started seeking therapy. I mean, I got depressed, and it shouldn't be like that. School should not be like that at all. And so I started seeing the therapist, and that worked at the school. And it was at that moment that I realized that I couldn't go on with this anymore, because I knew that if I kept going on, then this would eventually affect my relationship with my husband, who was at the time my fiance, and that was not what I wanted. And so I decided to leave the program, and I still stayed in contact with my classmates. But the other thing that really made it hard for me was that I have their social media, their Facebook. And you know how whenever you're not a part of a group anymore, it's like you're shunned. It's like you weren't ever even existed. And so I would see them post things on Facebook, and it would really get me, because I would say something, but I rarely get a response back. Or I would see them post, oh, these girls in the class, because the majority of the classmates were women. These girls are my everything. They're my family, and it just hit me hard, because it was like I wasn't there anymore. And so I was very depressed. I was depressed for months and months and months. It took me a long time to get to where I am now. And I forgot where I was going, but I basically I got very depressed, and it was very hard for me. But my husband, he was very supportive, and he still is, and he helped me get out of that. Um, he one day told me, why do you let them get to you like that? Why do you let those comments or those pictures or whatever? Why do you let it hurt you so much? And I didn't know how to answer him. And so one day I decided, you know what? I don't need this. And so I took the initiative, and I went ahead and unfriended everyone that I knew. Even the one girl that I was close to, I decided that it was best that I left that part of me, that life. And I have to admit, it was a really good idea for me to do that. So
I, the reason why I love this topic so much, and I'm trying not to have a teary eye, guys, is that she is thoroughly someone who has gone through a particular process in her life, and the way that she's come out of it, right? She's able to say, "I'm done. I'm going to close this off, and I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to allow me to move forward in my happiness." And she disconnected. Oftentimes, you guys, we go through this stuff behind the scenes when we're going through our lives, and it's hard for us not to disconnect. But look at a success story of someone who disconnected from that situation where she was feeling a certain type of way about a certain situation in her life, and the only control she had, guys, was to drop it, to cut it off. And that was the best thing that she could have done for herself. I asked her the question yesterday, what happens if you were to see a picture of them today? How would you feel about it? And she was like, nothing, probably. I wouldn't, there's nothing to feel. So
Yeah.
it shows that she's gone through that recovery process, guys. And that oftentimes we forget that we do have control over some of those things. And in that situation, she took control of what she could at the time and cut them off and kept it moving. And what happens sometimes is in YouTube is we get so tied up into something that's negative that's going on in YouTube, and we know it's negative, and we jump right into the negativity, but we have the option of what? Cutting it off and keep it moving. And so this is a great topic to bring up in two reasons. One is we are human beings. We're going to go through these kind of situations in our life. And I am just so proud. Why am I crying, girl? Don't be crying, MRTV girl. Don't you start MRTV. Where's Miss Newton's? Because if she in here crying, then I'm gonna be in trouble. Um, it's so important to talk about it, and you see how strong of a person as she's sitting here telling her story. You guys, you see how strong that she is, how she's become. So oftentimes we look at it and say that was sad, right? And I started to see all these messages like, I'm sorry that you went through that. That was so hard to go through. But at this time, she's looking at it and saying, I had to go through that because I wouldn't be who I am today, right? It's the way that you look at it now and say, okay, well, I went through that, but this is who I am now because of it. So you look at it not from a sad perspective, guys. We look at it and say, I thank you for that experience. You guys, listen to me. You say thank you to any experience that comes your way. It doesn't matter if it's a negative experience because you wouldn't be who you are today had that experience not happened, whether it was good or bad in your past. So you are who you are today because of your past experiences, whether it's good or bad. So you say thank you to both. You have to. You have to pay gratitude to everything that's happened to you. I'll share something really quickly. My dad was an alcoholic. He was abusive. Right before he passed away, I had to say thank you for the experience because I would not be who I am today had I not had to go through that in my life as a young kid, having to deal with my dad's anger, having to deal with my dad's alcoholism, having to deal with my dad's verbal abuse. So what did that teach me? Not to be like him. So what do? I thank that experience. It was negative and traumatic when I was younger. But you guys, when you turn around and you look at the little kid, you say, it's going to be all good. You're going to be fine. Because guess what? You are who you are today because of it. So say thank you. And so when
Thank
you, right? Am I preaching?
you. Are preaching.
When we look at these kind of things, guys, we really have to think about and Angelina's right. Things that happen shape us. Absolutely. Whether it's positive or negative, those things shape us. And even in our roughest times, you guys, and we are out of that situation, which no longer exists, right? It no longer exists. You have to say thank you. Because what happens when you start to look back at it and continue to feel that pain, you are allowing yourself to relive that pain because you now have control over the way you perceive that situation. You have control over it. No one else does. So if I look at it and say, I thank you for this experience, and you walk away, then it's gone. You've
Yeah.
allowed yourself to walk away from that situation. I want to go back to the comments, guys, because I'm whenever I get into these moments, um, sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. It just
Um,
kind of gets out of me.
I do want to bring something up while you
Yeah,
are doing that.
absolutely. Go for it.
There is a saying, failure is not an option. And I'm going to tell you now, in some sense, that is a good saying, but in another sense, that's not a good approach.
Mm-hmm.
Being in a very traditional Asian family, um, my parents are older, they're in closer to the 70s. Um, they are very traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And I was raised to believe that failure is not an option. Okay. Um, in some ways, that's good, right? Because you work harder so that you can achieve something.
Right.
But in other ways, um, I started thinking that if I failed, then the world was going to end. And that's not a good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's really I went with me for a long time in my life, into my adulthood, and after experience what I had experienced, I realized, you know what? Sometimes you gotta fail at some things to get to the other side,
Absolutely.
to get to another path.
Right.
And with that experience, it kind of taught me that I'm not going to put that kind of um, kind of
Pressure, limitation.
teachings onto my children.
Absolutely.
Um, and that's what you kind of brought up with, you're not going to be that way with
Mm-hmm.
your family members or your
Right.
children or whoever. And so when you hear that saying, failure is not an option, remember that there are two sides to it, okay?
Yeah.
It's not always a good saying. So,
Right. Absolutely. It's not always a good saying, depending on who's saying it
right.
and depending on what that failure is. Um, we talked about this yesterday too. I'm over here getting teary eyed. We talked about this yesterday too about how the universe kind of conspires to make things go wrong so that you can go to the right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The universe kind of conspires so that if you're on a lane that's like, nope, the lane is going this way, but the universe is telling you you need to go this way. It's creating something different for you. So it's destroying this path that you're currently on that you think you're happy on, and it's telling you go get the hell away from the left side because you're supposed to go this way, but you don't realize it. The universe conspires to make those things happen, and sometimes what happens on that left side could be devastating. It could be traumatic. It could, but it's those ways of the universe telling you you need to move. You need to get out the way. You need to experience something else
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to go to this path. But as you're saying that, I started to think about perception, and I started to think about how my dad used to like say, okay, yeah, failure is not an option. But what is failure in your eyes? So what is failure in your eyes? So I may fail math. So you're telling me I failed, but I'm good at English, even though it's my second language. But I'm good at English. So you're not going to tell me that I haven't failed. I'm successful here in this avenue. You see where I'm saying, where he kind of closed it off. So I get what you're saying. The perception is so important there too, is about the whole failure is not an option situation, because it depends on what the goal is, and is it really a failure if you don't get to that particular goal?
Mm-hmm.
It's not always a failure. It's just not the right goal.
Right.
We move on to the next one. So, oh my God, there's so many people in the
Hi,
chat.
Kenna.
Who's leaving?
Kenna.
Oh, you're leaving, Canada? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. I have been through so much. If it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, I would not be here today. Yes, I believe in that too, guys. I believe in that there is a higher power, whether you believe in God, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in, as far as your cultural guide. It's so important that you understand that the cultural God, your cultural guide, or your spiritual guide will not bring you to a place where you're not supposed to flourish in that situation. I'm so proud of both of you for sharing. You're both inspirational. You must be thankful for everything that happens and use it, good or bad, to grow. Absolutely, for food's sake. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Angelina says, close one door and another one opens. And guess what? 3 or 4 may open.
Yes.
I always think about, the universe conspires for you to have, 50 million ways to Sunday, if it's the right thing to do. Why can't you be my only radio station, my love, too? Oh, girl, you're going to have me start crying here, Angelina. Don't you start now. Don't you do it. Blended Squad, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. The Missing Tooth and Cowgirl also understand someone who is going through that experience now and can help them. Wow. Thank you, Heather, to start somewhere. Yes. There could be people that are going through that kind of situation, and all you got, again, everyone's life and everyone's spiritual journey is going to be different. But if you can offer them an alternative, the way to perceive something in their life, and not looking at it so much as a traumatic experience, but an experience that has no longer exists, it's in the past, you thank it, you let it go, there could be a chance that that person could be in that spot. It's just a matter of you being able to pull that out. So very, very good. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Master Yoda said, failure, the greatest teacher is. Isn't it? Isn't that so true? Yes, Cowgirl ASMR, you have to just say no and break the generational curses. Very, very true.
Yes.
I think even my parents, my dad was 84 when he passed away. My mom was 71, turning 72. And they, even within themselves, they also had a gap of understanding
Yeah.
my 45-year-old self, and they still do. It's still hard for them. Well, my mom, because no dad's no longer here, but it's they still have that generational need to be able to say this is how it's supposed to be, and
Exactly.
then us as Asian kids saying, "Are
Man,
you?"
living an Asian life is so stressful.
It is very stressful. You want to talk about the
You don't
stress
even
that the kids go through because of that, and really what it is the expectation of not humiliating the family, right? So
Yeah, you know what? That actually reminds me. I in elementary school and even in my lower educational schools, I wasn't allowed to even join choir. Yeah,
can
uh,
you sing?
I feel like,
Oh, you can sing.
but I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, we gonna sing tonight, girl. We gonna sing tonight.
No, I need me some liquor or something. I need to, get loose.
So they
Before
wouldn't allow you to do like extracurricular activities or artistic type of things.
I wasn't even allowed to do choir, so
Oh my gosh.
very difficult for me.
But you could sing. I mean, you knew at that time, you're like, I love to, you enjoyed singing.
I love to sing. Yes.
You love to sing.
Stop. Stop.
Yes. I'm so excited, girl. We're going to have you to
I
sing
like
a little bit later. We're going to wrap up a show with a little song. You want to sing or do you want to dance?
I can do both, honey. You wanna
With that, guess what? With that outfit, you could do anything.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. ASMR, our Texas family is saying, y'all are making me want to cry. Don't be crying now, girl. Keena's World says, take care, everyone. Awesome live and great interview, too. Proud of you, Cowgirl. Yes, 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 yes. This is a very inspirational chat. Oh, thank you, Eating with Fan. I want to be able to try to at least make a difference, guys. And it's my guests that do it for you guys, not me. Y2 sound like a philosopher. Very true. Coconut. Don't you start now, girl. Just because you in philosophy class right now.
We need to put doctor behind your name.
No, no way. I'm not doing nobody's doctor. See, look, Angelina is still over there cutting up with AB and Woo. I can't. You are an awesome host. Thank you, Sister Fifi.
You
I'm hangry. The missing tooth. Chris S, my friend from my really good friend from Australia is here, guys. So Chris S is in the house. Thank you very much for coming on by. What are you eating? What are you eating? She's already talking about food. Failure teaches you your strength. That's how I feel. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Someone get her the liquor. They want to see you sing and dance, boo. They are not playing. I got tequila.
I act crazy when I get, tipsy.
I got tequila, Cowgirl.
Oh, well.
Angela says you're allergic to alcohol. Oh,
I got that Asian glow. It don't look.
You get all red and stuff and red in your face.
And I get itchy and I get sleepy. Girl, I ain't fun. But I am fun.
Chris S said, I'm eating my own leg. Oh, that's how hungry. AB, it took the 5 minutes to find the tissues. Ooh, what you mean you crying? Laughing my ass. I am. Okay, Socrates. Am I the only one who thinks Toop has the perfect radio voice? Someone said that the other day. And I was like, no, because I just woke up, you guys. I literally just woke up. And an hour later, I get on a live and I sound like hey, what's going on? I sound like a real man. A real straight man trying to give you, I sound like a real straight man because sometimes I can sound like a real gay male. And there's times where I'd be like, I sound like a real man. What's going on, baby?
You better stop. People gonna start dropping their panties.
Una, just type the word and the emoji will pop up. What is she talking about? Oh my God, y'all, a real straight man. You guys have been amazing and so supportive of our girl Cowgirl tonight. I want to make sure I don't miss any points of the conversation. And so I want to first say thank you very much, you guys, for allowing us to have a conversation towards the end about something that's so important that I think a lot of us go through and sometimes are not comfortable to talk about. Just so that this platform that I do it's an open platform, but it should be a safe space for all, even though we're, all over the internet. People can watch us at any time. It is a safe space for us to have a discussion. I really, really appreciate that you guys have been so loving in the chat in the way that you responded to the story and to that transparency. And a lot of us are not as brave as Cowgirl to be able to discuss transparency and where she's been and what she's gone through. But you guys, anytime you come here, it is certainly a safe space. You can do that. It's a judgment free zone. And I thoroughly respect everyone that's been in the chat supporting any of these topics that we have, especially when it comes to things that may have been traumatic or hurtful in the past for us. But I think she opened the door so that people understood who she was. She's just not big lips and nice teeth and an ASMR. And she's not just a sassy girl who wears, a cowgirl outfit. There's a lot to who she is and a lot to the content of her character. The content outside of those clothes, she's still a human that I think a lot of us weren't expecting, and not in a bad way, right? Because no one is perfect, but at the same time, you know, we weren't expecting that. But at the same time, I am thankful that you were able to be comfortable enough to talk about your story and talk about what you've gone through, and for our folks to be able to support you in that as well. Is there that?
I'm so honored to be here. I was so happy when you messaged me on Instagram. I literally screamed.
Why
I
you scream, girl? It's just
I
me.
told my husband, and he was like, "Girl, is you okay?" That's a
And
little bit
you,
exaggerated because white men don't talk like that, but
it's like, are you all right? Are you okay?
I was so stoked, and I still am feeling that way. I just am so honored to be here.
Let's talk about numbers. What's your subscriber count? If you guys have not checked on our Cowgirl ASMR here, Nightbot has been working overtime to try to get your attention, to make sure you're supporting her channel. Also in the description box below. Let's talk about some numbers to see where she is, where she's, maybe if you remembered where you started before you came on, to see if there was a little bit of a jump.
I think when I before this, I think it was at 772.
And what is it now?
I don't know. I don't know. Let me look.
Una, that wasn't tissue. It was toilet paper. Do you see? They just cutting up in my chat, you guys. But you know what? I love it. I love it that you guys can interact in the chat and cut up with each other. And these three right here, Una, A and B, and Angela are the notorious ones. And Cowgirl ASM will probably be in there chopping it up with y'all too if she wasn't on this live stage on with me right now.
I'll be
Thank you, Missing. Thank you, Missing Tooth. You are so loving and supportive. I love being in this live. Cowgirl is an awesome person and a great content creator. Good luck to you, Cowgirl. You made her scream. And that's saying a lot, Chris, because I barely even make my man scream. Okay.
Oh.
I said barely. Okay, you hear me? Uh, yes, I have supported. People are still in the house. 780 is what we have. So we have gained about 7 or 8 people from the live. So we will keep on pushing and pushing. Cowgirl, I have to tell you just how talented you are. 781 now. Okay, we are pushing. So if you guys have not checked her out, make sure you guys are checking her out. And Angela always want to profess her innocence, y'all. What did she say? I'm innocent, is what she said. Here, press lip. Ready? Press lip. Yeah, right. No, Angela, you not. Angela, low key tooth gonna get us. Yes, I'm gonna get y'all because I'm gonna read through all of this bullshit that y'all doing up in my chat while I'm having a conversation with people.
Show up at your door with that balloon.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up at your door. No, me and Cowgirl ASMR are gonna be at your front door first thing in the morning talking ish, and not listening to your ass with live tomorrow. First thing in the morning. I support Cowgirl ASMR. The first time I seen one of her videos, I was starving because I left my lunch and my wallet. I still stuck it out, and glad that I did.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Oh, and the T is tooth. The T is the T. Oh Lord, here we go, y'all. They talking mess. Don't underestimate your abilities, the Missing Tooth Mukbanger. Miss Miss Shay, hello, you out to Shay. Hello, welcome. Oh, you changed your name again. Yay, she was able to change her name again. Mary T is another one, y'all. See, Mary T trying to get out of it. She trying to play innocent. Mary T, I know you, girl. Claudia is laughing. Una, you've been throwing me under the bus this whole time with Tooth, and now you say it's something.
They've been entertaining the audience the whole night.
They've been part of the audience the whole night. Hey, as long as you keep the audience hot and moving, I'm good with that. No more balut. So Right now we're in negotiations, guys, on the Heathen Challenge, and this is only for Una Poca Loca because Angela Ortiz has not directly asked me if she is willing to do a redo or have a negotiation on the Balut Challenge because I know there's been a little bit of push. So if Angela is going to be part of that or she's going to be eating, so look at her mouth. Look, y'all.
Uh-uh. Uh,
I know that Una Poca Loca has in her live said that she is wanting to do a little bit of negotiation. So we will have that conversation. Una, Angela Ortiz has not formally asked me live on her live documented that she'd also want to be part of this negotiation, but know that there will be 5 new choices that the community will be choosing from this Saturday. Guys, we'll be going live and talking about 5 additional choices. Um,
it's
and
gonna
I
be
did
right.
and it may be worse, guys. It may be worse. It certainly is not going to be better. So if this is the way that she wants to go, tomorrow the voting closes. Tomorrow it closes whether she wants to accept balut or she wants to take another challenge. We can certainly do that. And on Saturday we'll be talking to the community and asking them what's going to be their top 5 choices that people can vote for replacement for balut. So she did say a couple things that she thought was going to be um, good for her to try. So we will kind of throw that out as well. But if Angela is locked in on the balut, we will keep Angela in the balut. But it looks like Una Poca Loca sure does want to have a little bit of a negotiation, guys. So we will honor her replacement negotiation. Tasha101 says, thanks for doing this live, The Missing Tooth, with Cowgirl ASMR. That has been very insightful. Her story touched my heart. But like you said, like you all said, what you don't break us will make us. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Angela says, yes, Tooth, I would never change my challenge, but Una doesn't want to do it. Oh, she throwing again. Bus driver in the house. She just she want to run her over, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna take any challenge. I'm about to be gone.
She's not gonna she gonna disappear.
She is gonna disappear. We're not gonna have you disappear, girl. Is there anything else? I'm trying. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything on my show notes because I swear we had a lot more. We talked about branding. We talked about YSA ASMR. We talked about how you stood out with captions, memes, and gifs. Keto ASMR, and you switched it. Um, April 22nd is when you said you switched, or is
Uh,
that when you started Ketolicious?
that was when I started Ketolicious.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we talked about the mentor program. I think you guys find yourselves a mentor that is going to be able to, ride with you and work with you on certain things. And the stuff that Dave Eats World did for her was basic. Like, I'm going to forward you over some information that you can learn from. He didn't say, here's my credit card, go do something with it, right? It was nothing monetary. It was nothing financial. It was all about tips. And you know how tips are so valuable to a person that actually uses them, how valuable that can be for a creator. So, yes, I'm so glad we talked about that. Um, how to improve lighting. We talked about stay-at-home mom, dental hygienist, and bullying and things like that. Is there anything else you want to express or want to tell the chat before we wrap up? We're going at about an hour and a half. We said we're going to go about an hour and a half.
We did so good, didn't we?
We did good. Even with all this ruckus from Angela, Una, and Mary T, and these East Coast people. Um,
These East Coast people.
oh, and AB and Wu from the 210. She said she from the 210. Um, is there anything else you want to wrap up with?
um I think I covered everything. I can't think of anything else. But I do want to thank everybody for deciding to come and staying this long. Um, I had a good time, and I hope you all had a good time. Thank you for listening to me rant about my stories, and thanks for being here and so showing your support. And thank you, my host, for having me here and just being a great host and being so engaging and asking me these questions. And I'm so honored to be a part of this. Yeah. Thank you
See,
so much.
See how you gonna make me cry. I can't do this. Uh, I am honored, completely honored having you here. And when I said about your creativity and where you're going to go with your channel, the sky is the limit for you. There's so much going on with what you've branded for yourself and how you're going to stand out in the community. And you do that in several layers. And I cannot wait to have you back on the show as a mentor to talk about some of your strengths and how you can help other, maybe a mentee, move and kind of develop their channel as well. And I'm very serious about you coming back as a mentee. And but I also probably want to give you back, have you come back in 3 months to say, hey, this is what's going on with my channel now. I've reached 1K. I'm at 4,000 watch hours. I'm under review. I mean, those are goals that we want. You
Right.
certainly are not far away from that. It's in a matter of 3 months, you'll probably be there already, if
Man,
not monetized already.
I hope so.
So, yep, I totally see that. Let's see. I'm gonna go through a couple more comments before we wrap up. Angela over here trying to make up no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's go. I love you both, Tooth and Cowgirl, but I think I'm. She said she's gonna be sick tomorrow, y'all. She said she got a doctor's note, and who
Oh
is
yeah.
the doctor? I want to make sure it's a valid doctor. For food sake, ASMR says, I loved this live. Let me tell you, Cowgirl ASMR was one of my first subscribers. I really love your support and appreciate you sharing with us. I have to go get some work done. I love you all. Thank you so much. Um, for food sake ASMR. Marcos Eats, thank you, buddy. Yeah, buddy. West Side. Crystal Marie and DJ Eats. I love this. Thank you, Crystal Marie. Thank you so much for coming on by. If you need a mentor or help, never hesitate to ask. Even the smallest of YouTuber might have something to offer. Absolutely, you guys. Mentors are not about so much monetization. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. There is a mentor in Rich. There is a mentor in Cowgirl, and we haven't met those quote thresholds, but they have special gifts that they can offer to other people and mentor in certain particular areas. So I cannot wait to be able to do something like that for you guys next month. Oh my gosh, it's going to be under development. Mr. and Mrs. ASMR, we love you both. So true, Rich. This was dope. Pretty as a Pete's Rich love. Oh. MRTV, I'm bringing my tissue for your next live, girl. Don't be bringing no tissue over here because you're going to make me cry too. Just bring me some toilet paper so I can go boo boo after. Uh, Toof, I am invited back, or am I in trouble? You are more than welcome to be invited back, Angela Ortiz, but you have to make a decision whether it's going to be a balut or a new challenge. You let me know, then we can get your ticket back in here. Thank you both for allowing us to be here. Proud of you, Cowgirl. Have a blessed night, everyone. Sorry I missed the beginning, but I hope I can go back to sleep at a reasonable time. No problem, Silver City dude. I appreciate that. Well, with that being said, guys, is there anyone in here that's gonna go live? Because I would hate to shut off and there's 28 people chilling here. Is there anyone that's planning to go live? What happened?
There's 28 people in here.
Yeah, there's still 28 people. There was 40. There was up to 42 people in here. Cowgirl,
Oh wow,
42. My highest was 42.
that's
So we
crazy.
hit the highest with you being here. So you want to say who's hot? You hot, girl.
Oh,
Um,
I know that already.
girl, flip your hair, girl. Do like that. Who? Tell me something I don't know. Say that.
What?
Tell me something I don't know.
Tell me something I don't know.
Thank you. Like if someone says, "Oh, girl, you cute," tell me something I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Right? Just tell me
I see
something.
what you're saying. I was like, what are you talking about?
Tell me something I don't know. Right? You
Something
cute.
I don't know.
Yes, cowgirl. Yes. Y'all don't. I have Miss Sugar that's gonna come on my live in October, y'all. So a couple just future announcements. We're gonna have some real tea when Miss Sugar comes. If you guys have not checked out Miss Sugar, and she probably mad at me, y'all, because I've not commented in her shit. But let me tell you, I've been watching her shit. She is funny as hell, y'all. Just that she is. You want to talk about another level of outgoing? She is another level of outgoing. If y'all haven't seen Miss Sugar stuff, so by the time I see her, she'll probably be already hit 1K. Um, and she's probably going to be making a mark in the mukbang scene as well. So yes, Tooth and Cowgirl. Now you want to be nice, girl, Miss Angela Ortiz. Your thumbs up say 56. Yes, Crystal Marie, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Anyone else that's going to go live, you guys let me know because I'm going to end the stream, but I want to make sure that I shift over a couple people to your lives. Angela, are you going to do a late night live? Are you going to do a late night growth stream, Angela? Come on, you could do it. Let's do it. No excuses. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's grow.
You have that to the T.
No, I'm not like Una does it good.
Oh, does
Let,
you?
let's go. Let's grow. AB, are you going to go live, AB? Let's go. Let's go. No excuses. It's a growth day.
You
Let's
gotta get
go.
in.
What happened?
You gotta sway back and forth too.
Let's go. Let's
There you
go.
go.
Let's grow.
That's right.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's grow. I don't know. I can't do it. Live is live. Rich, are you going to go live? If you're going to go live, we will shift some people over there because Rich is going to do a Tech Thursday. Angela's in the bed with her straps off. I can't. See, y'all cutting up already. Angela's in the live with the straps off. It's about time you have my back. AB, go live. Come on, AB, go live. AB, go live. Let's go. AB, y'all going to go live? Sean Williams, you're going to go live? One of y'all better go live. We got 25 people in the house. We can shift right over to you. I'm still awake. It's only 8:35 here. I'll be up till midnight. C Circle going live tonight. C Circle, you live? Is C Circle going live? Because I will switch you over, C Circle. I'll switch him over to C Circle. Tech Thursday. Sure, let's do it. Okay, Rich is going to go live, you guys. I'm going to wait till he sends me his link, and then I will post it on. I cannot stand you. Coconut's like, look, Coconut, don't be mad just because you're almost at 1K and you don't need none of these people up in here no more. You better be grateful that you almost at 1K, boo. Don't be coming over here trying to throw people under the bus, okay? Kyle, can you repeat the name of that channel you mentioned, please? The one with the woman for Hawaiian doing ASMR.
Okay. I wonder if I could type it. I'll type it into the chat.
There was two of them. There was Lychee
Yes, I'll type them both.
and Kiri.
Kiri. So, Kiri.
Is
And
the C Circle going live for real, guys? Or are they live? I want to make sure that Oh, you know what? I spelled it all kinds of wrong. I spelled it all kind of wrong over here, Cowgirl. I put Keri.
Oh. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what I think it sounds like.
Curry?
Curry? Maybe curry. I don't know.
Maybe it's curry.
Curry ASMR. I think she's Korean.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense.
Like, I need to make sure that's how you spell it for all of them. Okay, for lychee, it's without the ASMR.
Oh, okay.
It's lychee.
Let me get something really quick. Oh, there goes Rich. He has his live. I'm going to post it up here, guys. Oh, of course, it's not letting me cut and paste. What is going on? Did I just cut and paste my own? No.
If you guys go visit those channels, please let them know that I sent y'all.
Yes, make sure you guys reference Cowgirl ASMR on both of those channels when you're supporting them as well. That is the live stream for Rich, guys. Make sure you guys go into that. He is live right now. Is it letting me not do it? Oh, there it goes. Can you guys see it? Let me do this really quick. Okay, so I put it in the chat, guys. If you guys want to go and say hi to Rich, he is going to do, I'm transferring as many people who wants to go over there. He's going to do a quick Tech Thursday. You guys, I really, really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us. I see you, Camp House Barbecue. What is going on, Camp House? We are wrapping up this live stream. Well, I'm going to talk to Camp House too, because I'm going to bring Camp House over, even though he's not a mukbang channel, guys. One of my brothers I started out with in July when I first started this channel. Angelina, thank you so much, Angelina. I really appreciate you being here as well, and being part of the live. Really, really appreciate you, girl. Love you, Angela. You have to hang out with me. So I'm your only Angela. You have to hang out with me. I'm your only friend. Great job, Tooth and Cowgirl. Cowgirl. Oh, Cowgirl. So the Cowgirl. So I want to thank you, Miss Cowgirl ASMR. I thank you, thank you, thank you. It was such a fun live, and I'm so glad our folks were able. Oh, Kana's World is back. To
Oh,
be able to come by and show off your stuff, really show off your talent, and I appreciate the chat, guys, for being here as well, and supporting our girl. I knew it was going to be a live. To hit 42 watchers, guys, has touched my heart, but I know reason why is because of our girl Cowgirl here as well. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Love you. A, B, and Woo, be good. Don't be starting no trouble. Mary T, don't be starting no trouble. I know Una Poca Loca is the one that's starting trouble down there, y'all, today. So, and Angela, don't start no trouble because tomorrow I'm going to see you in the street. Uh, bye, you guys. Bye, Miss.
bye.
See you later. Don't hang up yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
don't hang up yet.